G'day, welcome. Hope you're very well. I'm Lee. I'm the founder of the Hidden Why podcast, and today I want to talk about a couple of things, but really focusing on goals and also visions. And I think the two go hand in hand, but I think we sometimes make a little bit of a mistake, which I want to share with you today. So I am Lee. I am the founder of the Hidden Why podcast. Plenty of episodes to tune into and enjoy there. And this one is actually getting recorded as my newest segment on the Hidden Why podcast, which is really just about a motivational daily. A little bit of an uplift, a little bit of inspiration, hopefully to help you live more fully, have more meaning, and find more joy in your day, every day, and for the rest of your life as well. I believe it is possible. I know not every day is perfect, but certainly we have some level of ability to make each day as good as we can. Now, I record these without a script, without a dialogue. I just go into it and talk about something that I'm dealing with myself. So that's why I wanted to share it today, because goals is something that I'm always thinking about. I've always got goals, things that I'm looking to move forwards towards. And I've obviously got things that I don't want to move towards. I want to move away from and move towards greater things in life. And I think growth for me, it's one of my key values. And I think for a lot of us, it's one unrecognized, almost an innate value that we all share. And when I talk about growth, I mean really, improving every single day, getting better a little bit. And that certainly relates to having some goals set up. So I want to share that with you. Now, if you are following us on social media already, thank you very much. If you're not yet following us on social media, whether that's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, we're pretty much across them all, do us a favor and head on over there. I do pretty much almost a daily talk, probably 3 or 4 times a week. Just a motivational talk, something that I want to share with you as well. So make sure you follow us there and you can stay tuned into all those things. So let's talk about goals. You all know about SMART goals, and I was actually sharing it with my team the other day. Sometimes I get those words a little bit mixed up there, but SMART goals really are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound or timely, I say. So that's a SMART goal. So really, when you're setting goals, it's important to make sure they are specific. You know exactly what you need to do. You can measure them, so you can measure the goal attainment of them. They have to be somewhat realistic and also relevant. And so relevant, and that means relevant to your values, your vision of where you see yourself heading. And then time-bound, so you have to have a deadline, a time frame that you're going to achieve those goals. So that could be a goal that you're going to do today. It could be a goal for the next 12 months. It doesn't really matter. I think what's important here for me is really the A in SMART goals, and that's making sure it's attainable or achievable. And I think where we often go wrong is that we look at, we have big visions and big dreams, okay? If you're like me, you're probably a big dreamer, right? And that's great. I think it's important to dream big. The sky's the limit, go hard, go after it all. But remember, the problem that most people have about big dreams is that it can sometimes be quite overwhelming. So we have this big vision of where we see ourselves, but to get there, geez, it looks like a lot of work to do that. And we often underestimate what we can achieve in a lifetime. And I think that's why it's important to really then come back to these goals, and don't set yourself goals that are unrealistic, that are unachievable. Set yourself goals that are more realistic, because that's where the motivation will come from to get you started. And this is really why I wanted to share this talk, because I think the biggest problem that we have in anything in life that we want to achieve and do is simply getting started, to making that decision and to taking that first step to get started. And I was thinking about this the other day. I think I went for a swim or something like that, and I thought, you know what, like, it always seems to be a little bit hard to get started, but once you're in momentum, it doesn't seem so hard. Once you're finished, you actually go, why did I put it off for so long? And I think that's the hardest part about anything in life, is getting started. Now, if you're going out there and setting these audacious big goals based on your audacious big dreams, that motivation to start is going to be harder, because the reason why we aren't starting we're not starting quick enough is because sometimes it's the fear of the change in environment, the change in our comfort zone. And that often puts a level of procrastination on us, and we just put things off. Oh, look, I really want to go after that. It's really important. But geez, it seems like it's too much to tackle right now, so I'm just not going to start. Because again, we overestimate what needs to be done rather than starting small. So there was a good book, I've got it on my shelf there somewhere. I can't think of the name now, but anyway, I'll share it with you. I might put it in the show notes. But it was basically, he shared like goals. If you've got a goal, split it in half. Make it realistic, because if you can make it more comfortable and attractive to start, and once you get started, you'll find more motivation to continue on with the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. If you make it too difficult to get started, if you make it too hard to get started, you may never get started. And those big dreams and visions of yours may never come to fruition. And I think that's really important. I think if you can just set yourself little goals and make it super simple to get started on those little goals every single day, those things will amass into something beautiful, amazing, big. Your dreams, your visions, it can come to life. And not only about setting little goals daily, if you can set yourself little goals, little achievements of accomplishment that you can get done, you will feel better yourself. You will find joy and meaning in each day. And naturally, over time, as you grow and progress, those little goals from 2 years ago will seem very insignificant, because today's goals are a little bit bigger. And it just keeps snowballing and snowballing and snowballing. I remember a story someone shared with me once about this guy. He was quite overweight, hadn't worked out for a while, got to a point in his life where the pain was too much to handle and he wanted to do something about it. And that pain drove him to action. And sometimes that's what it takes, unfortunately. But the story goes of him like just setting it up and making it super simple. And all he needed to do, I think this might have been from another book we read recently, which I'll share with you in a second. These books elude me at the moment. But anyway, he shares a story of him going to the pool, and just by having your towel packed and your sandals right next to the door and your pool bag ready to go, everything in place, and then just by walking into the pool and putting your 2 feet in the water. That's as simple as he made it. And slowly over time, it just made more sense. Well, I've got 2 feet in the water. I'm just going to do a few laps. And those laps grew and grew and grew until a point where, he started to swim. He started to reach his goals. He started to lose his weight that he wanted to lose. And that's an incredible story about how making it really simple, just so you can get started, can give you the motivation to do more every single day. And I think it makes sense. Like, again, getting started is the hardest part. So make it really simple. Just say, I'm just going to go in there today. I'm going to put my toes in the water, and then that's it. If I can just do that, that's a good start. And then tomorrow, it'll be that little bit better. So little things grow into big things. And that's really what I wanted to share today about goals and vision. So hope that resonates with you guys. Reach out, message me through one of the social platforms if you want to say g'day, anything I can help you with, I'm here. Just reach out, and hope you have a fantastic day ahead. We'll talk soon.